Good afternoon. I am Pramod Kumar Srivastava, professor at TNU TIMIT. Today I am going to discuss the concept of the marketing. So, in marketing concept is in the philosophy of the management that strongly influence the management of market efforts in those companies who adopt it. So simply we can say that the marketing concept is a philosophy for the company to adopt this concept and make it coordinate and correlate and grow the organization. Here there is in the photograph. One photograph. There is a two part in the photograph. First part so that there is in the product showcasing with the price, but there is no customer for that product. And in the second part of the product, again product is showcasing at the same prices, but there are a lot of customer. That product is attracting lot of customer. That product price is attracting lot of customer because there is only one changes that probably that product price is 100 rupees, but again this product price is 100 rupees, but that is the price of the 50% discount. Just we cut it the original price and increase the price at the rate of 200 rupees, and again discounted price is 100 rupees. So in this photograph we can say that the product is displayed at the same price, but the way of displaying is a very different. In the first part of the photograph, that there is no discount and there is no attraction of the customer regarding the product. But in the second part, just we put a 50% discount for our customer and selling the product at the same price. And discount penetrate the customer. And by this way, there are so many customers coming for taking the product. Again, there is the second photograph in this slide. The simply buy one shoes and get one shoe free. Again, there is in the 50% discount and we charge double price in the first shoes and giving the second shoes at the rate of free. And that is also attracting the customer. So you can understand that how price or how it is important to motivate our customer, pull our customer, drive our customer through the discount policy. Next, there is in the photograph that simply a person is sitting reading something and there is a stone smash on his window, and when he put that thing, and there is a written that need window repair, call us. So how we are marketing our product, how we are teaching our customer, how we attracting our customer, how we communicate to our customer. These are the things, the way we are doing in the marketing. So in that concept, marketing concept, there is in the first is the old concept. Old concept is known as the product oriented concept. In product oriented concept, we just focusing for the product. We are not focusing for customer, because simply we understand that whatever the product we are selling, customer is buy that product. So that is written in this slide that based on the idea that consumer will buy what the seller produce. So simply the seller is things to decide what customer actually gather the product or what getting the product or what the customer is buying the product, and that all decision by the producer or the seller or the manufacturer in the old concept. So old concept started with the producer, product, selling, profit through introducing the sales volume. How much we increase the sale volume, we can increase our profitability. That is considered in the older concept. of the marketing, and in older concept of the marketing centric on the producer, not centric on the customer. Next, the new concept. In new concept, that is based on the idea of the consumer is the main state of the modern marketing. Means everyone focusing on the customer, not focusing on the producer, because there are the lot of producer, they can produce different thing at different price, but the main thing is that what product customer is going to buy at what price, and that all freedom given to the customer. So in a new concept of the market is customer oriented concept. We have to do the product according to the customer need or what actually customer want to buy. So in that new concept, start with the target market, customer need, what actually customer needed, and the integrated marketing and profit through the customer satisfaction. Here the profit through not the selling. Here the in a older concept, profits increasing through the increasing the volume of sale, but here we can increase the profit through customer satisfaction. How much we are increasing the customer satisfaction, we can able to increase our profitability in the new concept of the marketing. So there is a certain differences between the old concept and the new concept. The first is the differences on the basis of orientation. In the old concept, the production is the main focal point. On the new concept, the customer is the focal point. The scope. The older concept is the very narrow scope. On the other hand, the new concept have a very broad scope. We all are working for the customer. So third basis is the aim. Earn profit through increasing sale in the old concept, but in new concept we earn profit with increasing the customer satisfaction. As much as we are able to increase the customer satisfaction, we can increase our profitability. But in the older concept, we can earn profitability or increase profitability by increasing the volume of sale. Integration. All departments are independent in the old concept, but in new concept, all activity are directed by the marketing department. Here in the new concept, everything directed by the marketing department. What product we are going to manufacture, what volume we are going to manufacture, at what price we are going to sell, what kind of after sale and services what kind of communication establishing with the company and the consumer. These all things, every and each things decided by the marketing department, the new concept, because in the new concept we all are focusing on customer. And the last one is the on the basis of principle. In the old concept, sale awareness, and the new concept, buyer awareness. We in new concept, every time we are going to aware our buyer, not we are going to aware our seller. So this is the differences between the old concept of marketing and the new concept of the marketing. So in concept of marketing, there are the 5 concepts of the marketing. Here in this slide, marketing concept is oriented or delivered in the 5 way, and that is also called in the 5 concept of the marketing. First, it is started with the production concept, then it is go to the product concept, then it is go to the selling concept, then marketing concept, then social marketing concept. So these are the evolution of the marketing concept. It started with the production concept, and presently we are working with the social marketing concept. So we go through each and every marketing concepts. The first is the production orientation. In production orientation, we already discussed that we all are focusing on the product. we all are focusing on the manufacturer, we all are focusing on the seller, because here the focal point is the producer, manufacturer or the seller. We no one focusing for the customer. So here we started with the factory, focus on output means production and distribution, and profit through enlarging the sale or increasing the volume of the sale. Or also the objective of the production concept is that if we are producing product on a mass basis, we can reduce the price of the product. So in the production concept, the low production cost is one of the important primary features. Here there is a picture of the Chinese product, and China become a production world, or we can say that the production center for the world, because China doing the thing on the production concept, or everything they are producing on the mass production basis, and by this way they are able to reduce the cost of the production, and that is the reason that other part of the world is not able to compete with the Chinese product on the basis of the price, because the volume the Chinese product is producing, it is not possible for the other country producers or the manufacturer they can produce on that volume, and due to that reason China manufacturing the product on the very low price, or that is the reason China become a production center for the world. Is the product orientation. Here we are focusing for the product, and that product used by the consumer. So start with the product. Focus on product quality means product innovation, and profitability is that profit through better product features. So in the product orientation concept, the marketing or the business or the manufacturer or the industry focusing for the product quality, innovation, invention, creation, co-creation activity, and by this way they can increase the efficiency and effectivity of the product or the feature of the product, and by this way we can able to serve our customer in a better manner, and the customer will get more satisfied, and sometimes customer become delighted by the, there is in the picture given the picture of the iPod. How did iPod evolution process? By this photo we can understand that iPod mini, iPod nano, then iPod nano 2 GB nano iPod, then 3 GB iPod nano, then 4 GB, then 5 GB, then 6 GB iPod nano, and then the new iPod nano. So this is the evolution process, and every time the iPod is going to increase their feature, increase the quality of their product, and that will the evolution process of the quality of the product, and focusing for increasing the features and quality of the product, and the profitability of the company is on the basis of innovations and increasing the feature of the product. Next is the third point, that is called sales in orientation. In selling orientation, it starts with the factory. Focus for the existing product means is the selling and the promotion, and end with the profit flow, higher sale volume. So in sale orientation, we all are focusing for the increasing the volume, the sale, short-term concept using the sale, even the discount policy, the sale clearance activity, the promotional activities, these all are the short-term activity, and by this way we can increase the volume of the sale, and the profitability is depend upon the higher sale volume. If we are going to increase higher sale, increase the profitability. So in the sales orientation concept, the focal point is increasing the sales volume of the product and by hook by crook. And for this, there are so many activity introducing. One of the famous activity is that the discount policy. We already go through our second slide that how discount policy is effectively and efficiently able to handle the customer and increase the footfall of the customer for your product or where the point of sale of your product. Here there is in the slide giving the differences between the marketing and selling. Marketing includes selling and other activity like the various promotional measures, marketing research, after sales services, customer satisfaction, customer delight, how we can communicate our customer, how we can increase the relationship or establish the relationship with the customer care activity, customer care centers. These all are activity related with the marketing activity, and in marketing activity, sales is one of the elements. And on the other hand, selling is conformed to the persuasion of consumer to buy firms, goods and services. So in selling concept, the more basic focal point is that how we attract the customer, how we increase the footfall for the customer, and by this way we can increase the volume of the sale. So basic thing is that the persuasion of the customer to buy particular product is the philosophy of selling concept. Second point is it started with the research of the consumer need, want, preferences like the dislikes, likes, and the continue and even after the sale have taken place. And sometimes we already work for the return patronage or the second time or the follow-up sales. On the other hand, selling started after the production process is over and end with the handing over the money to the seller to buy the buy. So in selling concept, the basic thing is that when production is finished, then the end thing is that how we make the product into the money term, means that anyhow the activity, whatever the activity we are going to do for the selling process, and finally we are able to take money from the customer, our activity is over because we given the product and taken the money from the customer and the selling activity is over, because after sale we are not concerning anything with the customer. Our whole persuasion is how we can take money from customer. So this is the selling things. And the third point is the focus is on earning profit through maximizing the customer satisfaction. In the marketing, we all are focusing for the earning profit through the maximizing the customer satisfaction. On the other hand, the selling concept focus on earning profitability through maximization of the sale. So this is the differences between the marketing and selling concept. In marketing, the main focal point is that the maximization of customer satisfaction. On the selling concept, the maximization of the sales or the maximization of the profit by increasing the sale. The fourth point is customer need is the center point around whom all marketing activity is revolved. On the selling concept, fragmented approach to achieve the short-term gain. So here also this point is, the meaning of this point is that in a marketing concept we focusing on the customer need and we center the customer need. On the other hand, we use the fragmented approaches to achieve the sale gains. In the fifth point, it is an integrated approach to achieve a long-term goal like creating, maintaining, and retaining the customer. So in marketing, it's the integrated approach to achieve long-term goal to create, maintain, or retain the customer. On the other hand, in the selling concept, all activity revolve around the product that has been produced. Anyhow, whatever the product we are producing and whatever the product in our inventory or in our stock, we have to exchange with the money anyhow with the customer. So if we are able to exchange our product on behalf of the money, our concept is over. And the last point in this differentiation of the marketing selling concept is stress on the need of the buyer, and the selling concept stress the need of the seller. We are stressing the seller, or in the marketing concept we are stressing the need of the buyer. So this is the difference between the marketing and the selling concept. So if we can say that in a very simple manner that marketing concept is a very integrated concept. In this concept, we are doing everything for our customer satisfaction. On the other hand, in selling concept, we are doing everything for the profitability or for the money orientation. In selling concept, in marketing concept. In selling concept, company think that converting product into cash. Simply company think that how or anyhow we can convert product into the cash. But in marketing concept, converting customer need into product. In marketing orientation concept, every time focusing for converting customer need into the product. What actually customer needed and by and how we can fulfill the need of the customer by making that kind of the product. So need converted into product in the marketing concept, but in selling concept, product converted into cash. So this is the differences between the selling concept and marketing concept. Second point, emphasis of the sale of the product already used. But on the other hand, emphasis on product planning and development, how we can plan and develop for the product. Third point is fragmented approach to selling. On the other hand, integrated approach of marketing or integrated approach to marketing. So this is the differences between the selling and the marketing. In selling, fragmented approach to sale, and in marketing, integrated approach of marketing. The fourth point is buyer beware principle followed. On the other hand, selling beware principle followed. So in selling concept, buyer beware principle followed. In marketing concept, seller beware principle followed. And the last point is that cost determine price. In a selling concept, in the marketing concept, customer determine price and price determine cost. So the differences between the selling and the marketing concept, what actually company think that in the selling concept, cost determine price. But on the other hand, customer determine price and price determine cost. So how company act? Selling concept, focus on sales need, focus on the marketing concept, focus on the customer need. The second point is the hold customers and the business. In the marketing concept, hold customer and the business. And the third point is that manufacture the product, and on the other hand, marketing concept, identify the customer first. Here, in selling concept, manufacture the product first, and in the marketing concept, identify the customer first, then manufacture the product. So this is the difference. In the selling concept, just what we are decided or what manufacturer decided, they can manufacture the product. But in On the other hand, first identify the customer, and according to customer we are going to manufacture the product. And the fourth point is sale volume orientation. On the other hand, customer satisfaction with profit orientation. So in a how company act in the selling concept, that sale volume oriented for the profit approach, and marketing concept, customer satisfaction with the profit. And how the concept perform in selling concept, product supreme. On the marketing concept, customer is supreme. Profit through the sales volume is the part of the selling concept, and on the other hand, profit through the customer satisfaction is a part of marketing concept. The third point is the planning in the short-term orientation, in the marketing planning for the long-term orientation. Fourth point is that aim at the customer satisfaction with the company profit, aim at the customer satisfaction with the profit target. So this is the differences of the two concepts, selling concept and the marketing concept for the company's performance. So if you are designing your company, or if you are working for your business for the selling concept, so you will start with the product supreme, profit through the sale volume, planning for the short term, and aim at the customer satisfaction with the company profit. On the other hand, if you are planning for the marketing concept or the marketing orientation, first you will start with the customer is in the supreme, and if you are planning for the customer is the supreme, you started with the creation and the co-creation with the customer, and you work or you design or you produce product according to the customer, and the profit by customer satisfaction, and planning for the long term. You are planning for the shorter term, and aim is your to profit maximization by maximization of the customer satisfaction. Here there is some example of the selling oriented concept and the marketing oriented concept. There are the certain product where we are using the selling concept, and the certain product we are using the marketing concept. So insurance company and encyclopedia like product, we are always using the selling concept. Online shopping, door-to-door selling, these are the type of products or the type of examples where we can only use the selling oriented approach, and by this approaches we can increase the sale volume or increase the market size for the company and for the product of the company. On the other hand, market orientation basis, they provided platform on which each person customize the features he desire, whatever the feature he desire by the product you can customize, and that is part of the creation and co-creation activity. Automobile industry, working for the market oriented product for every customer or for the every segment of the customer, they are designing the product or the designer cloth for every person, they are the designing the cloth. So this is the example differentiating between the selling oriented companies or the marketing oriented company. So if you are working for the selling oriented company, you work for the sale concept and introduce the selling concept or introduce the fragmented approach of the selling concept. And if you are a marketing oriented company or you are working for the marketing oriented company, then you have to work for the integrated approach. No, here not required fragmented approach, here required the integrated approach. Here in this slide, selling is a market, but marketing is not a selling. So very simple term, selling is a part of, or selling is the one of the element of the marketing. But marketing is not a selling, because marketing is the integrated part, not a fragmented approach. So again, we are selling same sentence that in selling we are using the fragmented approach, but in marketing we are using the integrated approach. Here there is the picture how we can motivate our customer, how we can drive our customer. Next is in the market-oriented approach. So in a market-oriented approach, start with the target market, different segment or different target, what we are doing. Next, for the particular target market or the different target market, we are using different approaches and their need at that point of time and at that point of the time. The customer need is differences, and according to the differences need, our approach is differences or designing the different product, or sometimes we're designing the product line that cater the need of every customer. Means integrating marketing, and the aim is profit through the customer satisfaction. It is the marketing oriented approach. Start with the target market. Consumer need is the second point, that is called the focus point, and the mean is the integrated marketing, and the aim is profit through the customer satisfaction maximization. And how water purifier using, how DTH using, all these companies are using the market oriented approach. In market oriented approach, we are particularly focusing for the need of every customer. We are designing for our product using the integrated approach and focus it, and finally our theme is that maximizing profit through maximizing the customer satisfaction. Orientation. A fifth concept is societal marketing orientation. In societal marketing orientation, we are approaching the society. We are doing betterment for the society, or in a very simple way, the philosophy of business is that we are doing business not for the profitability, we are doing business for the facilitation of the society, improvement of the society, exploration of the society. These are the philosophy for the societal marketing approach. Here in this slide, organizations should concentrate on finding need, want of the customer and provide goods and services that maintain and improve the society well-being. Like in the example, Surf Excel approaches. Surf Excel approaching that by using Surf Excel, you can reduce the consumption of the water. Every day you can save 2 buckets of water. So by this way, we can motivate our customer that how we can save water while we are washing our cloth, and how company is focused for the society or betterment of the society, how company is thinking about the environment, because we all know that there is the crisis of the water in every part of the world, and very less potable water is available for the human being. So if we are conserving water and saving water is one of the important element for the organization as well as the citizen of that particular region and the particular society, and for this region, Surf Excel giving their philosophy that by using our product you can save 2 buckets of water every day. On the other hand, cosmetic costs not tested on anyone, because most of the cosmetic product first testing on the animal, and that is very bad thing for the humanities as well as the flora and fauna or the whole ecosystem, that for our personal need or for our personal benefit, how we are exploiting the animals. So some cosmetic product giving their societal marketing approaches by this way that they are not testing on animal. So this slide is given that how eco-friendly things, how green things, how we silence for the smiles or the roly-poly. This all things giving you insight for how we are environmental friendly, how we are focused for the prevention, or how we are focused for the ecosystem or flora and fauna or the nature, and how we are accumulating or how we are supporting the environment. Did you know identify eco-friendly product? So by this way we all are understanding and keeping understanding, making sales for the environment by communicating with the customer that our company is sensible, or our company is very much preventive, our company is very much focused for the environment. Next is the fundamental pillar of new marketing concept. So what if we are understanding and what we are going through the old concept or new concept or the production concept or the product concept, and for this the certain fundamental pillars for the new marketing concept. First is the customer orientation, second is the integrated marketing, third is the customer satisfaction, fourth is the consumer welfare. These are the four pillars for the fundamental new marketing concept. So first, integrated marketing. In older term, the top or the bottom of the pyramid is the customer, but in new term, the bottom of the pyramid is reverse, and we all focusing on the customer, and the bottom become a tip and tip become a bottom. So here you can see that the top management in the first part of the pyramid is the on top, and again middle management, front line, next the third point in front line, and the bottom is the customer. But we just reverse that pyramid, and we all are focusing for customer, and top management is become a bottom part of the pyramid because we just reverse the pyramid. Factor affecting this concept. So technical factors, change market, change distribution channels, develop mean of communication, organize consumers, positive management support. So these are the factors. So technical progress. Day by day, there are certain technical progress or certain technology adapted by the different product or different company, and that technical changes in a very high speed. And if certain company or certain product is able to adapt, they can sustain because the demand of customer is very high. Every time customer demanding the high technological product in every aspect. Even we can say that simply one time there is in the simple water bottle, and we can use the cold and the hot water for that, and vacuum. For this we are using the vacuum bottle, and there is a two layer of the steels, and between that there is a vacuum. On that basis we can use our hot and cold need. But this time now that bottle become a digital bottle. There is no need for hot and cold. As per your need, you make the product, or you make your water or make your liquid, whatever the liquid you pour in that bottle. You can decide that what temperature you like and at what temperature you want to drink that liquid, and that all solution given by making that bottle is a digital bottle. There is also the screen in that bottle. You can measure the temperature, or you can decide the temperature of that liquid available in the bottle. So how we can say that the technical progress, and if certain company is able to adapting that technical progress, they can sustain in the market, and suppose is not able to adapt that progress, they can exit from the market. Change in market. Every time market is changes, the point of sale is changes. Probably everyone focusing on the offline market, but today's online become one of the very prominent market, and youth always active in the online activity. That if the company is doing offline business and that company is not able to make their business into online mode, that is very much harmful for that company. Changes distribution channel. The distribution channel system is changing in a very high mode. And the fourth point is development mean of the communication. Communication is also changing. Priorly that there are a certain mode of communication and a certain media available for communicating with the customer, like television media, news, and magazine media, that is called a print media, or the radio media. But these times social media become a giant. If company is not able to connect with the social media, certainly company is losing their customer. So mode of communication is also changes. So we have to develop the mode of communication, in what mode or in what media customer uses. We have to use that kind of media. Oriented consumers, organization consumers, or the positive management support. So these are the factors that affecting that approaches. And by this way, we have a certain limitation. So in the limitation point, complete consumer research, internal decisions, organizational constraint, societal constraint, conflict objectives. These are the certain limitations. So incomplete consumer research. So this time, every day we are focusing on the research oriented basis. Every time the dynamics of the customer changes, dynamics of the geography changes, dynamics of communication changes, and at that situation, if you are not able to focus the research activity, then you certainly it is tough for you to sustain in the market. Organization constraint. Sometimes there is a certain limit of the organization. Sometimes organization not able to do certain activity. What activity is really important for the customer, or important for the business, or the important for the organization, but due to the certain constraint, the organization is not able to do. Sometimes a legal constraint, that like the example that alcoholic drink is not able to market their product on a direct basis in India. For this, they are using the surrogated marketing concept. This is also the constraint on the basis of organization, on the basis of communication, and that legal concept we cannot neglect. If you are neglecting the legal concept, we have to go for the legal punishments, or sometime that might be very dangerous for your company. So conflict objective, there are so many objectives conflicted. So sometimes one objective is to that you want to maximize your profit through increasing the sale, but on the other hand, by this way you are deteriorating your customer satisfaction. So that is the conflict of the objective. So all the things depended upon what actually you are thinking for your business, for the particular period of time or the particular seasons. Sometimes companies focus that for the particular seasons, we just focusing for the sale orientation, and that basis we are avoiding the customer satisfaction. Sometimes defective product is used to make the clearance of the sale on the discount basis. So it is a conflict of the two approaches. One approach is sale approach, and the second approach is the marketing approach. So these are the part of the limitation. There are so many limitations on the company basis. Thank you.